I know, I'm getting so used to doing videos and doing so many videos that it's getting ridiculous just because I keep getting hit with different things and different topics. And, you know, right now I'm watching a young lady on Twitter who wanted to lose 10 pounds. Now, she tells me that she's 105, 106 pounds. That isn't that much. And let's see, I think she's going to respond. Okay, of course she would listen to me, and I'm making the video, and my phone rings. Not here. Anyways, I'm not even answering it at this point because I'm just sick of answering the phone. We can just take it. This is when you take the phone, and you go like this. Unplug. No. Problem solved. Yes, I am that crazy. I will just unplug my phone because I'm sick of it ringing. But anyways, back to what I was going to talk about. And this is a topic that hits a lot of women. I think, I know it hits men as well, but it's more common with women. And it's about our weight. And that all goes into with our self-image and how we view ourselves. Like I said, with my trichotillomania, obviously my self-image is not that good. But I'll go into some extra details other than just the trick. I'm really just going to stay really focused on weight. When I was 18, I had my daughter, and I was 150 pounds. Heavy. I didn't care. I didn't care. I had big boobs, which I loved. But other than that, you know, I paid no mind to it. A year later, for no reason, I went to 110 pounds. And I'm actually going to put up little pictures with this video just so you could see how skinny I really was. And you could see it in my face and everything else. Within that time frame, I started getting migraines. And I started getting really, really bad toothaches. Now, mind you, I've never done drugs. I barely drink. I've always taken very good care of myself. I actually didn't start drinking Coca-Cola like I do now until later on. The most I ever did was smoked my cigarettes. But other than that, I took very decently good care of myself. By the time I was 23, I had teeth rotting out back here, all in through here. The doctors couldn't figure out why I had lost so much weight. I actually had women tell me, and I mean, I was 110 pounds, and I'm 5'4". And they were telling me how pretty I was. I'm so skinny and I'm so pretty. Yeah, it's so great wearing size 3s. You have no meat to your bones. You have no boobs. You have nothing. And then the teeth, they start rotting out. And then the answer to from my dentist was my teeth were rotting out from the inside out. And I heard that when I was 23 years old. And the first thing I said is, no. That can't be possible. But it was. And my teeth gradually started chipping off and started breaking. And if you look, I had to have them all cut out of my mouth. And it was because I was so skinny. You know, sometimes being skinny sounds really, really good, but being at a healthy weight is what's better for you. You can't go around and say, you know, well, this girl is so skinny, you know, it's got to be so great. It's not. It makes you tired all the time. You become extremely pale. You're sickly looking. You know, to you, you may think that you look great, but you really, in reality, you don't. Maintaining a healthy weight is the only way to ever go. When I lost all that weight, I begged the doctors to find out what was wrong with me. And actually, I had one ask me if I was anorexic. And I was like, okay, if I'm anorexic, why am I in here complaining to you? You know, use some common sense. They ended up relating my weight loss, my tooth loss, and everything right down to the stress. I like the generalized anxiety disorder, you know. The stress. I get stressed over everything. And I thought I was pretty when I was skinny, you know, to a certain degree. But I didn't feel good. I was always tired. You're more brittle. You know, you don't feel that same active level that you get when you're actually maintaining a healthy weight. Now, mind you, I am not, you know, for being overweight, and I'm not for being underweight. There's always a middle ground, and there's plenty of research you can do online to find out how much you should weigh. Now, if you are, like in my case right now, like I'm going to get into a conversation one of these days about it, but like right now, I'm on clonazepam, 0.5 milligrams as needed, 100 milligrams of Seroquel a night, 50 milligrams in morning, and then 50 milligrams during the day. And then I was on the awful Celexa. And I honestly will not recommend Celexa to anybody for depression. It is a very, very hard medicine to get off of. You get really bad withdrawals. You get dizzy symptoms. It's just something else. It's awful. I had sheer hell getting off of it. But I was determined. The reason being because of this. When I got on Celexa, and I'm going to try to pull this camera back. I don't know how, well, I'll pull myself back, move my chair. This is why. 125 pounds, when I finally did maintain a good weight, to this right here. And look at this big butt, you know. And I joke around about it. I say, kiss my butt. You know, I got a big old butt. But this right here, I gained a lot of weight. And the doctors couldn't answer me why. I'm good at holding my weight. So like in a lot of my videos and stuff, it's hard to tell that I'm heavy as I am. But I am 160 pounds. I'm overweight for my size. And you know, that right now is contributing to joint issues with me. I'm having problems with my joints. My wrists is from the computers. My knees, because I'm not used to having that extra weight. So that's in areas where you would want to kind of get concerned. And honestly, my best recommendation is, you know, lots and lots of water. Drink a lot of water. Eat healthy. People think because I stopped eating that I'm going to lose weight. It doesn't work like that. Because when you do eat, your body stores that fat. And yeah, you end up maintaining the weight. You're not going to lose weight just by starving yourself. That's not going to happen. You're just going to make it worse, or you'll make your body shut down. What I was doing to lose weight, and I'll bring it up. Give me a minute. As soon as I find it. And for me, it wasn't as much as losing weight as it was for toning up. I really don't want to lose weight because, quite honestly, I like my boobs. They're bigger, they're perkier, I love them. I don't want to go back down to how I was. But, Dance Central for Connect. Dance Central 3. I mean, I have videos, and I'll try to get them posted up. They're on my Facebook right now. I'm going to try to find a way to get them on YouTube, because I don't have them on my new computer system. I had a blast doing that, and I was actually toning up. I wasn't dropping a bunch of weight, but I was getting more tone. My arms were getting more tone. My stomach was toning up more how I wanted it to. And that was a really, really fun way of exercising without, you know, doing, you know, the repetitive patterns. You know, you had the music, you could dance, you could have fun, you could involve friends, and that was a great way of doing it. But when you do this kind of stuff, you got to make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. If you just think, you know, losing weight is going to make you look prettier, look at me. I was really, really skinny. I lost all my teeth. Now, if you want to be like that, go for it. That'll just be one other thing that you're going to have on your mind that, you know, oh my God, you know, now I'm so skinny and I have this wrong with me and that wrong with me, and now I have no teeth on top of it. You know, and that's what will end up happening, because your body's got to look for the nutrients somewhere, and they're going to go right through your teeth and your bones. Your bones are going to become brittle. You have to take care of yourself and take care of yourself properly. There's too much in society where they're making us want to look like Barbies. You've got to be pretty. But, you know, I've been seeing stuff on CNN, and if you go into Google, you'll see it. There is one model who has severe, severe acne. And she was, you know, she actually did a little video, and she was crying, you know, taking off her makeup and saying, this is what I actually look like. What we see in the magazines or on them runways, that's just a show. That's just to make you look pretty. I can take photos of me, and I look absolutely dialed up. I look perfect. But you're looking at me right here. Here I am. You know, I look like a plain Jane. But, you know, a lot of it's photo enhancing and how they work that kind of magic. You got to learn how to accept yourself and love yourself. You don't want to be in a position to where you're young, you lose your teeth, you become malnourished, and, you know, lose all that weight just so you could try to be skinny and fit in a size 0. It's not worth it. It really isn't. And honestly, most men appreciate a woman with some meat on their butt. So that's the best way to look at it. But that's about all I can say about it. And I hope there's other women out there that'll listen. It's really hard for me to talk about my teeth. It took me a very long time. There's a lot of people who still don't know, who probably do now know that I don't have teeth. Because I've always hide it. I'll always, in my photos and stuff like that. Because I was so embarrassed of it. And I still am. It's a very touchy thing for me. But if I could prevent somebody else from, you know, making a mistake of trying to lose too much weight, and, you know, losing their teeth and other, you know, in destroying their body in the process, then I'm going to stand up and say something. Being completely skinny isn't the way to go. And I'm telling you, from what I'm seeing of you on, you know, on Twitter, you're skinny. You don't need to lose any more weight. You know, you maybe put on a few pounds and tone up some. That'll make you feel really, really good. That would definitely make you feel really good. But don't try, for anybody, don't try to lose a bunch of weight just to be skinny like these models. Because all they are just plasters on paper. All done up to make look pretty, to make look perfect. Our flaws are what make us who we are. That's what makes us perfect.